for another episode of the Miami Comedy Podcast. Oh, it's been a while. I know. You guys probably forgot about this live stream. It's been 9 days since I've been live talking to the people of Miami. What's going on? Manny Garavito here. It's good to be back. I just flew in from Ohio. Yesterday I flew in from. Monday I flew in from Ohio. Oh, Manny, aren't you ashamed for waiting so long to go live? The people have been impatient. I didn't get one message. Just kidding. But it's good to go live again. And I just flew in, like I said, from Ohio. I did a show there over at a place called Wiley's Comedy Club, and I had a lot of fun, even though there was pretty much nothing to do. There was nothing to do in Ohio. I'm just going to go ahead and be honest and tell you guys that Ohio is just one of those states where no matter what city you go to, you just can't find anything special to do. I mean, when I went to the comedy club over in Dayton, I got out of the car. The first thing I saw was two gentlemen in overalls and very hefty beards. They looked like Vikings with a drinking problem. But nonetheless, I still explored the city. I wanted to see what Dayton was about. I wanted to see what Cincinnati was about. And of course, I came across a city called Miami. Now, I know a lot of people were giving me some flack on the comments saying, oh, you know, there's no city named Miami. It's an ambiguation. I get it. All right. But it's still a county. People still call themselves Miamians in that area of Ohio. I mean, why do people got to be so technical online? Can we just disperse fake news? Can we do that in peace? Why do we got to get people correcting? That's the worst thing now. If you thought people correcting your grammar was bad, wait until people start going into the nitty-gritties and in all the details of everything you say. According to this Wikipedia article, shut up. Let's get the show started. Wait, roll the intro. All right, so yeah, it's good to be back in Miami. It's been a while. I've missed you all. So shout out to Instagram, shout out to TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. It's good to be amongst you all again and just to talk about what it's like to be a regular living in the city of Miami. I hope you guys have been enjoying the Reels recently. I've been working on writing sketches and putting some memes out there in terms of acting and story and making sure that it's a little different than the other kinds of memes I've been writing. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the variety lately. Some of them have gotten popular, so shout out to all the people that have shared and liked. Let's go on over to the chat. I already see people lighting up the chat here. So, yeah, Vike says Skyline Chili. Yeah, they really like their chili over in Cincinnati. A little too much. They promote the chili almost to the point as if it was the vegetation. Or like, you know how like every state has their flower? Like this is the flower that represents the state. A bowl of chili represents the state of Ohio. Oh, man. Yeah, so culture shock. A big culture shock. But you know what I did see? Apart from those gentlemen in overalls, I saw Gothic people, like legit Gothic people walking up and down the streets publicly in Ohio. Particularly in Cincinnati. I haven't seen that since 2004. When was the last time you guys saw like legit Gothic people? I don't even think they exist anymore in Miami. I would probably expect to see someone or maybe some Gothic clothes at a museum in Miami. It's been so long since I haven't seen that since high school. People with mohawks. I saw these four, and they're not bad looking. They're actually pretty good looking. I saw these four Gothic girls over in Cincinnati. They look like the girls from the movie The Craft. You guys ever seen that movie about those girls from high school that get together and start doing like some witchcraft together and they summon the devil or someone dies or something? I forget. It's a 90s reference. But anyways, yeah, so since there was nothing to do, but the culture shock was so big, I still wanted to continue exploring Ohio. And I ended up just going to a Reds game because I hear that the Cincinnati Reds have one of the best, I think it's called the American Ballpark. And the ballpark is nice, but at the same time, it's a ballpark. That's the thing about sports fans. I love sports, all right? I don't want to trash the sports fans. I love watching sports, but the sports fans take it to a whole different, level. They bring up stats. They say, well, our ballpark is the best, and then when you compare the ballparks, it's the exact same thing. It's a ballpark. So I went to the American ballpark, started watching the game. I enjoyed it, but then I kind of came across this mascot here called, what's his name? Mr. Redlegs. Look at the guy on the left. As a matter of fact, look at all these mascots that represent Cincinnati, the baseball team, the Cincinnati Reds. So if this doesn't look like plain America, I don't know what to tell you. This is the #1 representation. As a matter of fact, the mascot represents the people of Ohio just right. They're plain. Their clothes are plain. They look like they're in a gang, which I almost forget to mention, man. The people of Ohio, they kind of scary if you go to the wrong places. But these mascots, just look at them. It looks like, well, first of all, I think the guy with the mustache is a stereotype of men with big heads and big mustaches. So I as a guy that used to have a mustache and a big head, I was immediately offended as soon as I saw that mascot walking up and down the ballpark. I was outraged. I almost walked out. I almost called customer service. I was actually going to look out for some Karens to see if I can have them on my side and back them up. Be like, excuse me, is your name Karen? How can I tell? The haircut. Listen, you see that guy walking up and down the ballpark? I used to have a mustache like that, and I have a big head. I'm very offended. Can you help me get in touch with customer service so I can complain about this? Oh, sure, sweetheart. I know exactly who to call from the ballpark. I know how to get to the CEO directly. All right, let's go. Come on, I got some sisters here. We're going to make this happen for you. Lots of Karens in Ohio. Okay, if you ever need to, file a complaint, that complaint is going to go far. And then, I try to compare the other mascot we have, Billy the Marlin, and I compared it to the Cincinnati Reds mascot. And even though I like the Marlins, the Cincinnati Reds mascot, even though they look plain, I prefer this look than Billy the Marlin, because Billy the Marlin kind of, look at this photo here, guys. This looks like he just graduated FIU. He's got a Sedano's app on his hand. He's not even into the baseball game. All he is trying to do is cash out. Billy the Marlin is only doing mascot to get the bag. Clearly. He's not even holding the baseball, the baseball bat correctly. He's got it under his arm. The Sedano's app is more important than playing baseball for Billy the Marlin. See, if you look at the Reds mascot, they're ready to ball. They're out there. They're in front of the logo. They got something like a pet next to them. I don't know. Miami just does baseball so that we can keep that stadium that we spent millions of dollars on. Or was it $1 billion? I forget. They built that thing like, didn't they rebuild it like in the pandemic? Everybody was going through hard times. They're like, hey, guys, well, when this all blows over, we're going to have a brand new stadium so we can watch Billy the Marlin running around and sell us Sedano's apps. Huh? So, yeah, Ohio's a weird place. Yeah, so Vike says that Billy the Marlin probably does drugs. He might. That's probably why he has that nose. Stab people to stop him from doing the drugs. Billy the Marlin, we're all getting together because we need to have an intervention. And then he's like, shut up. And then he'll just like pull out his nose, start swinging it around the room. That's the end of the episode of Intervention. It'll be over quick if you did it with Billy the Marlin. So when I went to Miami, Ohio, I was curious to see how many other cities are there called Miami all over the world. And I came across this article from the New Times. It's called The Greatest Miamis in the World Ranked. And let's go ahead and review some of these because, well, before we review, I want to get into this. The reason why I went to Ohio, I don't want you guys to think that I just went to Ohio to do a comedy show, all right? I got more class than that. I enjoy the finer things of life, all right? I just don't hop on a plane and fly on over to places like Ohio to do a comedy show in Dayton, okay? That's not my style. The reason why I went to Ohio was because a friend of mine, shout out to Brian Swinehart, which is a Midwestern comedian. He was over there, and he wanted to document what it was like to be a comedian from the Midwest. And so he's seen my YouTube work, and he likes it. He likes the equipment. He likes the storytelling. He likes the editing. So he hired me, and he said, hey, why don't you come up to the Midwest? And it's a good thing I knew him, because if some random Midwestern comedian were to tell me to come up to the Midwest to see him and I don't know who he is, I think it's a setup. Because if you go to the back roads of Ohio, in any city of Ohio, every city of Ohio has a back roads. You got the main city, and then once you start going around the city, it's almost like a wonderland of racism. You got beautiful trees and flowers and dogs running around freely. There's these hills and fields. And then if you look closely into the windows of the homes of the area, they all got F. Biden flags. And they've got this one called Don't Tread on Me, which is a snake all coiled up. And if you guys ever want to see a home with a Don't Tread on Me flag, no, if you guys have ever seen a home with a Don't Tread on Me flag, that is a sure sign that if any kind of burglary or break-in were to occur in that home, that will be your last day on this earth. I was actually talking to my friend about this. Like, you see that flag right there? Don't tread on me. Which means, if I were to explain it in the most basic sense, means don't mess with my freedom or you gonna get shot. If you see a don't tread on me flag, just know that the person is very serious about the way they live. You can't tell them nothing. And if you ever feel suicidal and you don't want to hang yourself or jump out a window, break into a home that has a Don't Tread on Me flag. It'll be quick. Okay? And you'll go out with a bang. Wink, wink. That person will probably come out of the toilet like Scarface. Say hello to my little friend. Bah! Straight. Done. One and done. Even the FBI detectives or whoever shows up to the crime scene would be like, all right, what do we got here? We got a bullet wound to the head. This guy broke into a home that says, don't tread on me. Oh, man, this was obviously a suicidal person. There's no way. Why would this person do this to himself? You know? Gunpowder makes everyone equal, Mike says. Well, yeah, I guess so. But in Ohio, they take the gun laws very seriously there. And from what I can tell, Florida will be following very, very soon. I mean, it's already kind of there already. But now I think it's going to go to the next level where people can just walk around with it, right? Pull out the strap. Road rage and guns. Is that a good idea, huh? Is it Florida? I don't know. I got rid of my road rage years ago. You cut me off? Just go. I don't care. I'm not going to argue with nobody. I ain't giving nobody the finger. I treat everybody as equals, as if they own a gun. No need to get mad, right? So places like Miami, Ohio would make a lot more sense. Like the ending of Scarface would make a lot more sense in a place like Miami, Ohio, because it would just end up being about some guy standing his ground. People just breaking into his home and he's just there shooting with his pajamas on or something. And a Don't Tread on Me flag in the background. It'll be quite cinematic. You know what? The same way the Marvel Universe has the multiverse, where they have different Spider-Men and they have Doctor Strange opening portals to new versions of superheroes and probabilistic, and the probabilities of different realities. They should do the same things with movies we love. Like, why can't there be a multiverse of Scarface based on all the cities in the world called Miami? That would be awesome. Miami, Ohio would have the Scarface where the ending is about a guy standing his ground, shooting people breaking into his home. So let's go over here to the Miami New Times and let's go to the scenario through the scenarios of Scarface in the multiverse in different cities in Miami. Okay, so we already went through New Miami, Ohio, which, by the way, it was the first Miami before Florida was established. So, all right, quick facts. If anyone ever asks, no, Ayla, never get a live stream request with someone that doesn't even have an avatar. All right, if someone asks, what came first, Miami, Florida, or Miami, Ohio? It's the Ohio one. All right, trivia fact. The next one here is Miami, California. Now, if they remade a Scarface movie based out of the Miami and California, I think it would probably be overproduced. I can picture them using like a studio, a Warner Brothers studio, and they would spend a lot of money, and they would have someone like Brad Pitt or Robert Downey Jr. playing Scarface. I don't really think it would work out. So let's go on to the next one. Miami, Missouri. Now, this one says, this one scores points for alliteration. Miami, Missouri has such a nice flow to it. Apparently 200 some people live here. 200 people? Well, if 200 people live in Miami, Missouri, why hasn't that been overthrown yet? It must be easy to take out 200 people. Right? You just got a couple of Cubans in a Buick to go over there and just take over. All right, everybody, you get get out. Everybody out. This is our new Miami now. And then you just bring the culture over there. Hey, we don't got enough room in Miami, Florida, so go to Miami, Missouri. Yeah, it's the same folks, but just a couple of miles north. The ending of Scarface would probably take out all the 200 people that are there. Ah, look, this is interesting. Number 7, Miami River, New York. Now, New York. See, we don't have anywhere in Miami called New York. Okay? Only New York has a place called Miami, which is ironic because it says here it's 90 miles north of Albany. So it's that close to the capital of New York? That's how much New York wants to be us. That it's like, hey, we should call the capital of New York the Miami River. No, that's too obvious. Let's make it Albany, but then we'll make the Miami River just a little bit up north from there. That'll fool them. Oh, man. What's up, everybody on the chat? We're out here exploring all the different Scarface scenarios in the cities called Miami all over the world. Oh, look at this. There's a Miami in Texas. That's probably my next trip. I'm probably going to go there. There's a Paris in Texas. There's a London too. So why not a Miami? You know, it's not really good for the culture to add other cities elsewhere into yours and make it your own. It's not a good look. It's almost as if saying, like, there's some areas that we can't come up with anything original, so we're just going to call it the London of Texas, or in this case, the Miami of Texas. Everything is big in Miami, including the cocaine lines. No, I don't think so. I think Miami's got you beat on that one. All right? Billions and billions of dollars have been washed up in bricks in Miami Beach alone. There's no way Texas has beaten that. Isn't that on the Guinness World Book of Records? Like there's like 1 billion something packages discovered in the ports of Miami. And like no one knows where it came from, right? It was all like in one of those shipping boats, like those big spaceship looking ones floating in the river, or rather in the ocean. They should, you know, on the Entrepreneur magazine should include those people where it's like, where do they get billions of dollars worth of cocaine and how did they not get caught? You know, it's like if they featured them in the cover, it'd be like Entrepreneur of the Year spent $6 billion on cocaine. The shipment got caught, but he didn't. Learn his secrets here. And it's him like in a blazer. There's a Miami, Oklahoma. Do the Miamis of Texas and Oklahoma have as much of rivalry as the states themselves? If you're one of the several thousand residents of these towns, let us know. Anyway, this Miami is home to nearly 14,000 Oklahomans and is the capital of the Miami tribe of Oklahoma. Also, there's an Indian tribe called Miami. Are they addicted to drugs too? Probably. All the women in the tribe got big booties. There's also a lovely theater in the northeast Oklahoma City, the Coleman Theater, which was built in 1929 and still hosts events galore. All right, so here they're promoting the Coleman Theater. That does not sound fascinating at all. What's up, OX? Say, Walt, what's going on? I see you, OX. B. Ahmed, Christy Q, Elias, SA. What's up, guys? We're here exploring the different Miamis all over the world. All right, so now we got one in Canada. This one's called Miami, Manitoba, Canada. There's a Miami in Canada, eh? This Miami has something Florida doesn't, a curling rink. Sure, there are a few curling clubs in Florida, but not a rink where people get their curl on all the time. So in case you guys don't know, curling is that Olympic sport where they grab, I think it's like a piece of circular metal with a handle on it, and then you slide, and then you slowly let go, and then it has to fall into a circle or something. We could do that. That's easy. We can easily pick that up and make it our own. Ain't no... Who would watch that? You know, when you got the Marlins, why would you? Or rather, the Heat. No one's going to go see anyone curling. All right? The Heat. #1, baby. Sorry, South Floridians. You'll just have to suck on that while you're soaking up the sun. Oh, he's being facetious. I got it. In turquoise waters and partying a world-class nightclub. See, why do you got to make it seem like that's the only way to enjoy yourself? Hey, if you want to have a good time, go to the beach and a nightclub. Problem solved. You know, people want to do something different. Imagine if you had like a life that was like Groundhog Day, and then every day you just went to the beach during the day and the nightclub at night. Wouldn't you be bored of that? Wouldn't you want to experience something new? Huh? I would get bored of that very quickly. Now, I'm just speaking for myself, but I'm asking you guys. Would you guys get bored of beach and nightclubs? We can't. We would be snoring while curling down the ice. No, you would be using the weight of the curl to do the line on the ice. It'll make you go through the line a lot quicker. So you're holding onto the curl with one hand and then a long straw on the other, and you just... Right? There you go. Miami, Arizona. This Miami is a copper heaven. Not a copper theft heaven, which you'd be more likely to encounter in its South Florida namesake. They mine the stuff in Miami, Arizona, and have done so since the early 1900s, though this Miami boasts a popular of fewer than 2,000. See, all the Miamis. So look, check out the pattern here. 2,000 in Miami, Arizona, 7,000 in Miami, Australia, 200 in Miami, Missouri, 14,000 in Oklahoma, 600 people in Texas. So all the Miamis have substantially less residents or citizens than Miami, Florida. Why don't we do that, Miami? Why don't we just go to all the other Miamis all over the nation, or rather the world, including the one in Australia and Canada, and just take over? All right? Just like Adam and Eve, just bring 2 Latinos in those cities, have them procreate, and then over time we'll just dominate. Problem solved. The traffic would be solved. Housing. Okay, we'd probably make everything a lot better anyway. Curling would be a lot more fun. Right? We'd be cussing at each other while we're curling. We'll open bars. We'll start dancing salsa on the way to the line dance or whatever. Yeah, you know, Cuban people going to a line dance, showing them the real hip movements. I think that would be a fantastic idea. I really think that the people of America, the government of America, should start giving some sort of financial benefit to the people that move to these places. I think that's a good idea. What do you guys think? Yeah. I think that's the next move. I really think we should talk to our politicians about bringing people to these Miami areas and populating them, taking them to the next level. And then, you know, when somebody asks you where you from, you say Miami. They're not going to question you which one, right? You go with it. Even if you're not from Miami, Florida, where you from? I'm from Miami. Even though you mean the one from Canada, but you don't got to tell them that. Okay? You'd be cool as hell. Be the life of the party. Hey, we got a guy from Miami here. Oh, I got to know that guy. What's the housing like? It ain't bad. It's all right. So, yeah, there you go, guys. Check this out. Miami in Australia. In Miami on the beach, now we're talking. The Down Under has its own Miami where approximately 7,000 people reside. The beach. How many people live in Miami? Look at this. See, Miami, Florida, according to the Google, in 2020 had 461,080 people. Okay? Miami, Australia has 7,000 people. Miami, Arizona, 2,000 people, a fraction of the population. This is ridiculous, guys. I'm moving. I'm bringing Miami comedy to Arizona, man. I'm going to go to Miami, Arizona. I'm going to start a virtual comedy club there, and I'm going to do the podcast from there. No one's going to know. That's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to go on a podcasting tour. What's up, G-Reds? I'm going to go on a podcasting tour, and I'm going to get myself a nice hotel in another city called Miami, and I'm going to do the podcast there. And I'm going to say I'm a comedian from Miami. But I won't say from Manitoba, Canada. You guys see me wearing like denim, just like a denim top and denim pants. Start using A after every punchline. Instead of going, oh, I go, eh. Wow. Well, the more you learn, guys. There's a lot of Miamis out there. What's up, JB? True Pete. Cosmin. Vike says those figures don't include our illegals. Exactly. There's probably more. You don't know. Not there's anything wrong with that, all right? Don't clump me up to what Vikes is saying. I'm just having fun on the podcast here. But we learned something new today, guys. There's a lot of other Miamis out there, and they're extremely underpopulated. And I believe that we now have the ability to move and find more affordable places. And if you still want to be considered a citizen of Miami, I recommend choosing one of these cities called Miami. It doesn't have to be Florida. Now, remember, the state isn't that good. Florida is considered one of those states that, don't we have Florida Man branding the state of Florida? Some guy trading in an alligator for like a Big Mac or something like that. Isn't that like always on the news? So now we can be in Miami in a different state, and then the news of that state won't be as bad. Okay? Maybe you'll be represented better. No one knows about Manitoba or Queensland, Australia. There's not much if there's not much going on there, you can brand it yourself however you like. So, food for thought. Move to a different Miami. You're still a Miamian, and bring the culture there. Hell, you might even be the mayor of this place. Right? You start running some fraud. You start up, bring Miami coin over there. Bro, what? This is brilliant. Why don't you take the crypto over there, right? You do Miami coin over in Oklahoma. You get all those rednecks on board. You have them invest like, these city slickers out there, they've got their crypto money. They're making a lot of money. I can handle it for you. Now, we are in a place called Miami. Am I right? Miami, Oklahoma. Now, let me be your liaison into investing into the Miami coin. Back home, Miami coin blew up. But you don't have to say it in a bad way. It blew up. All right, a lot of people invested, and it blew up. If you guys want in on this, I'm bringing it here to Oklahoma for y'all. And then you just disappear. All right? Get all 2,000 people to give you 10 apiece. You got 20 grand. And then you head out. And then when they try to look you up, they'll see you're from Miami, but they don't know which one now. He's from Miami, but we don't know which one. There's too many of them. Sorry, that was more for me. All right. That is it for the podcast, everybody. Hey, thank you all so much for coming out. Shout out to all the people on TikTok. People on to the one person on TikTok. You the man. Yeah, that too. This is awesome, man. It's good to be back on the live stream. It's been a minute. I've missed you guys. I miss having these talks. I miss talking about random stuff and coming up with content. I hope you guys are enjoying the TikToks and the Reels I've been creating. I do it with lots of love. All right. I wake up in the morning and I say, what are we making fun of today? And then I get into my actor role. Turns out I'm a really good actor for 6 seconds on the Reels. Who would have thought? That's the thing about TikTok and Reels. Like, all you got to do is have like a good 6 to 10 seconds of good acting, right? While a lot of people out there got to do acting for like an hour and a half for the duration of the movie, on TikTok, you do it for like 6 seconds. You can win an Academy Award. The Academy Award for the most random TikToks online, Manny Garavito. All right. Make sure you guys support. If you guys haven't done so, please go to MiamiComedy.com/shop. Go to MiamiComedy.com/shop and get yourself these Miami Comedy shirts. It helps me out. It helps the NFT project out. All right, these are limited design. I have a big announcement coming for the NFT project. It'll be out shortly. Okay, so please, guys, do get your Miami Comedy shirts. For those on Instagram, you've got it right there. And you can also go to MiamiComedy.com/shop to get them. All right, if you guys want to support what I do, want to support the laughs, there you go. This guy's so excited he hit himself in the head with the keyboard. Get it. Just click on the button right there at the bottom of the chat. All right, guys, I will see you hopefully no, I can't tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing if you guys are familiar with Adam Sosnick, which is also a local podcaster here in Miami, for Valuetainment, I'll be on his show. Tomorrow we're recording it. I don't know if he does it live or he'll be releasing it the following day. Oh, yeah, and one more thing. I was on Deco Drive last night. Oh, man, I forgot to mention this. If you guys want to see your boy make a Deco Drive cameo appearance, I believe it's streaming at 7:30 and then again at 11:30. Deco Drive right here in Miami. Okay? We made it. I'm going to get like a 3-second spot, but I'll be talking about Miami comedy on Deco Drive in front of everybody. And by everybody, I'm assuming people that still use television as their main source of entertainment. So we'll be seeing a lot of older folks showing up to our comedy shows, but you know what? I'll take it. Come on out. If you're over 50 and you still think analog TV is the best form of entertainment, you're more than welcome to join us. Come on. All right. Yeah, you made it, Manny, on Deco Drive. It's happening so fast, G-Reds. I don't know how to handle it. All right, I'm going to be addicted to drugs in no time. I got to bring it all down, man. I got to calm myself down. Where's the heroin at? Deco Drive, baby, 7:30 and 11:30 tonight. I believe Channel 7. All right, if you can record it, for those watching this, if you end up watching my appearance on Deco Drive, tag me on Instagram, and I'll give you a shout-out. I'll repost the story. All right, Deco Drive at 7:30 and 11:30 tonight. Tag me. I'll reshare it, okay? I hope maybe I can find it online after they air it, and maybe I can post it. Okay, I'll see you guys next time.